Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from the Modern King.
Guys, so I just walk into my apartment, right? And I see this letter on the table, and it says, "We are done. Don't text me ever again." And I guess now my so-called ex-girlfriend completely destroys my whole room, knocks my canvases off the wall, broke my gaming chair, smashed every single one of my monitors.
Bro. I'm devastated for you. I love my PC stuff and my... Man.
Broke my brand new PlayStation 5. This can't be true.
I see stay-at-home wife.
That's the thing, right? When men end things, we most likely just walk away. When women end things, they destroy your stuff and then walk away.
I'm like, oh, that's so nice. Wonder what that's like. And then I see stay-at-home girlfriend, and I'm like, oh.
There is no hate and jealousy quite like female empowerment, I'll tell you.
Oh, you're a stay-home girlfriend? Yeah, he's trying to control you.
Oh, you work your life away? He's not taking care of you right.
Oh, you cook for him? Are you stupid? He could cook for himself.
Oh, you don't cook for him? Oh my god, you're such a lazy...
Y'all hate each other more than any man.
Y'all love each other until one starts doing better. Or you'll lie to each other long enough to when you get that one big blowout, you finally say it, "You're fat and ugly," and then the relationship's over.
I swear, the average best friendship of a lady's 2 years. A dude's like 10 years.
It really is? 2 years? 10 years, I think, is a little bit. Like, most of my good friends are like 15 years plus. So I have friends that are 20 years plus.
And I barely like the guy.
Nora, as Ned, also went on about 30 dates.
Did you have any fun?
Rarely.
It was just an
pretty
ordeal.
Unpleasant. Yeah.
She says the pressure of Ned having to prove himself was grueling. Nora was surprised that many women had no interest in a soft, vulnerable man.
They really don't, guys. Like I said, be good men. But being a good man has nothing to do with being nice.
My prejudice was that the ideal man is a woman in a man's body. And I learned, no, that's really not.
Do you think women understand what it's like to be a man?
Not at
No,
all.
they don't.
No clue. No idea.
That it took a trip into manhood to help her appreciate her own femininity.
I really...
And again, may she rest in peace. This is probably one of the only women out there that can really put herself in our shoes and experience at least a good chunk of it. She doesn't experience everything that men experience, but she did experience when it comes to dating and society-wise.
I like being a woman.
Did you like being a woman before Ned?
I did, but I like it more now because I think it's more of a privilege.
I said to her, this is going to be revolutionary because it's been looked at as though men were the perpetrators and women were the victims.
Ultimately, Ned told most of his dates that he was Nora. Barbara seemed more open and friendly, and in the end, actually apologized for how she had treated Ned.
Sorry for being...
Please.
But after 18 months of deception, she was unraveling. Her checked into a hospital with severe depression. Her views about men have changed forever.
Men are suffering. They have different problems than women have, but they don't have it better. They need our sympathy. They need our love.
They always say men are over-exaggerating until they experience it for themselves, or have sons that experience it. But many men have already realized that preserving their peace is much more valuable to them than dating is.
You're homeless.
Video games, I understand.
Just buy a house.
If you saved $1 a day for a year, do you know how much money you'd have? Roughly $30,000. If you go to a restaurant and you're like, oh, what am I going to eat for dinner? Like, that's the wrong mindset. You should be thinking, how can I buy this restaurant?
In my day-to-day life,
I'm barely able to eat, but I'm gonna go buy a whole restaurant that I don't know how to manage or cook or anything. Okay, got it.
need a man to fix my car. I'll just go to the mechanic.
Do you know what country the Great Wall of China is in?
Country?
Yeah. If you had to guess.
Japanese. If NASA
It's not even a country, but okay.
says it's too hot to go to the sun, then why don't we go at night when the sun turns off?
Attractive quality about a man is his ability to be soft.
What?
you're gonna get cheated on. You're gonna lose half your stuff, lose custody over your children, and then end up paying for the dinners with her new boyfriend that she cheated on you with, who doesn't happen to be a softie, like you. Don't listen to this feminist propaganda.
Again, be good. Try to be good every day. But being good has nothing to do with being nice. What the freak?
That there's no like national holiday celebrating like single women in their mid-30s who have yet to find a husband or
what the fuck do you need a holiday for?
Have any children. We should be celebrated for being able to continue on
and end your own bloodline. Congratulations.
with all the bull been through. But that's just my opinion.
So here's the thing. Single childless women, especially those in their 30s, they've kind of turned into punching bags online. You know, they're often the butt of the jokes. They get sent empty egg cartons. It's kind of times, and I don't necessarily want to contribute to that, but at the same time, you also have ladies like this one who are you asking to be taken down a notch when you post videos like this? Because that's what it seems like, the level of entitlement, to think that you deserve a national holiday for essentially completing nothing, achieving nothing. I mean, what, you need another excuse to day drink? You clearly do so already.
She thinks a national holiday will make up for the lack of attention she gets from men. Since accountability prevents her from asking herself why men are avoiding her, she resorts to going on social media to complain she isn't celebrated and given attention simply for existing.
That's just a be celebrated thing. It's so weird that you want people to celebrate you. What?
And babe, can you get extra water for the trip?
Yeah, I got you.
Where's my music not playing?
All right, we got water. We're gassed up. Let's do this.
You can just take me home. I'm not going on this trip.
What happened now?
4 years of my life wasted. You were just a waste of time. You're literally worthless. I told you I've been lied to and you acted like you understood. You got caught. That's why you're quiet, because you got caught. Who is Morgan? You got a girl's name in your Bluetooth, so
Marcus?
obviously Morgan was in
Morgan.
this car. Go ahead, talk. I'm really curious how you're gonna explain this one.
This is a rental car. So I'm assuming Morgan is the last person who drove it.
Oh my god, it's almost
Get
5
the hell
o'clock. We should
out.
probably get going because
No. Shoo along.
we're probably gonna get stuck in traffic. Do you want a massage?
The most realistic part about that skit was she didn't apologize after realizing she was wrong.
Pretty
Hey,
much,
listen to
right?
this. Doctors discovered a food that if you eat it, it causes all this kind of pain and suffering for years.
Really? What's it called?
A wedding cake.
Really?
A house is burning, you can only take two. Take two what? The options are your girl or your husband, your wife or your husband, your babe, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Second, your mother-in-law.
Yeah,
Third,
okay.
your kid.
Okay, kids.
My kid first. Fuck it.
Fourth, $20 million.
Ooh. My kid $20 million.
5 is your dog.
Kids and $20 million, most likely for me.
But that's fucked up.
Sorry, dog. Sorry, honey. You're gonna have to go.
You can only take two options.
I'll take my dog and my kid.
Dog and your kid.
Yeah.
That's your answer. Dog and your kid.
I'll get my dog to buy the $20 million.
Nah, stop. She's
Dog and your kid. So you're gonna just leave your girl and the $20 million.
Yes.
And the mother-in-law.
Nah, my dog. I can't see my dog die. That's crazy.
My husband and I went to bed at the same time last night. And at like 2 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and he wasn't laying next to me. I sat up in bed and looked over to see if he was in the bathroom, and the light wasn't on, so he wasn't in there. So I got up, put on my robe, and I walked down the stairs to the kitchen. And he was in the kitchen, sitting at the table, drinking a cup of coffee. And he looked really upset. And I said, honey, what's wrong? What happened? Are you sick? And he looked up at me and he goes, it's the 20th anniversary of the day we met. And I looked at the calendar on the fridge, and he was right. We had met 20 years ago. I said, oh my gosh, I can't believe you remembered that. And he said, do you remember that time when your dad caught us in the back seat of my truck? I said, yeah, I actually do remember that. He said, you remember when he threatened me with a and said, you either marry my daughter or I'm going to make sure you go to prison for the next 20 years? And I said, yeah, I actually remember that too. My husband said, I would have gotten out today.
In your damn. The man regretted not going to prison over sticking it in with you. Oh, God.
You're listening to a man, and he pauses, count to 30, and he'll likely keep going. If you interrupt him, you'll never hear what he truly has to say. I started practicing it, and I would just shut the sometimes, and it would be like, whoa, the things that like men would share with me, and I was like, have I been missing out on listening, like really hearing men? As women, like we have this joy of just chatting, and it's like, oh, it's so fulfilling and it's so fun, and there's like the good kind of drama in it. But a man often will want to tell you the truth, and so he takes his time so that he tells you what is very real to him.
Truly revolutionary. Who would have thought giving someone time to talk would lead to them being able to tell you their complete thought?
Right.
Yesterday, scientists in the United States revealed that beer contains small traces of female hormones. To prove their theory, they fed 100 men 12 pints of beer and observed that 100% of them started talking nonsense and couldn't drive.
Is so full of women and very few men. Amen. While you could go in church with 500 people and it'd be maybe 5 marriages. And those are the leadership. So what they do is they cater to single women and make them feel comfortable about their singleness. Y'all heard what I said. That's why I remember I told you I stopped speaking words into y'all. I stopped doing that. Why y'all think I stopped doing that? Because people get off on affirmation. They want tell me what God go. Tell me who I am. Tell me all this, and then fall in love with that. And that's why every message has to be your season, your harvest, your breakthrough. What God's gonna do for you. You know who you are. You going to the name. All that stuff. They got to do it because women will continue to give as long as they're affirming. But the biggest churches are the ones that affirm the best. That every service he got to give her a shout, give her that good feeling, and she gonna pay. It's designed to not have marriages because the goal is to emotionalize the females, because the females lead the house now and they pay. And that's why when you really start building up men are logical.
You know, that pastor, I'm not sure what he was, I'm so horrible with these things, was right? But it's not just church, it's everything. You know, industries, even, corporations, the government, media, all tailors to women because, yes, they spend the most, they buy the most, they'll donate the most, as long as you make them feel good, right? Please like, subscribe, comment down below, I really appreciate that, and I can do this.